I'm Sharon, and this is a super special year for us at Wallish Greenhouses. 2019 marks 100 years that our family has been growing for the greater Edmonton area. Over the years, we've grown fresh vegetables, bedding plants, and lots of beautiful flowers. A couple of years ago, we invited a gentleman named Pete Hicks from CFCW to do an interview with our father, Charlie, just for posterity. But now we'd like to share that interview with you in 4 different segments. So grab something yummy to drink and listen to the two of them as they talk about the early years.
We're at Wallish Greenhouses here with Charlie. Charlie, what, your second or third generation?
We'll be the second generation.
Second generation.
Yes.
You've been here a long time.
Oh yeah, been here. Well, my dad started in 1919.
Wow.
And then me and my brother and sister took over, and then Glenn took over after that, and then we invited Sharon and Daniel.
So the family tradition continues.
Family tradition.
Have you ever thought of doing anything else? Did it ever pop into your head that,
Yeah,
I'm kind of in this because the family started it and I got to be here?
Well, when I was younger, in the summertime or in the wintertime, I'd go out working because there wasn't much doing. And I worked for quite a while for Abbey Construction as a grease monkey. And I loved that job of being a grease monkey. I got to drive every big truck. I got to park every little truck. I parked them so close together, they said you cannot park them 4 inches apart. The drivers can't take the trucks out without hitting the trailer. You got to leave 4 feet between every trailer. And in the winter time, because it was slack, then I would take this job outside.
But I imagine you look forward to spring when you started growing things again.
I always look forward to the bedding plant season.
Now, is this the location you started at?
Oh no, we were on 121st Avenue and 73rd Street. Apparently the Wayne Gretzky overpass was right over our property now. We had an acre in there, and we went to 10 acres. And we grew vegetables, and we had also a couple of small greenhouses. They weren't that big. And in the greenhouses in the springtime, we used to grow leaf lettuce. Well, at those days, back in the 50s, 49, 48, there was no such thing as produce brought in from the U.S. They didn't have it. They didn't bring it in. And we used to grow it, and you would see, we'd bring the leaf lettuce all nicely bunched on the market, and people would honestly fight over it. And when it got down to the last few people would grab it, there would be leaf lettuce all over the place, and they would punch one another for it.
A real food fight.
Yeah, because there was no greens brought in. Like nowadays, you can buy anything, any time of the year. You couldn't at that time. And I often wonder if it wasn't maybe a better way that way, because we ate certain food in the fall time, we ate different food in the winter time, we ate different food in the springtime.
What was available and in season.
What was available, and we ate in the summertime different veggies all the time.
So you must have serviced a lot of the food industry then?
Well,
in the season. Did you sell to restaurants?
No, we just had a stall in the city market, and we sold all the vegetables there.
And all you've ever done is vegetables, right? I mean, you're not into trees or shrubs or anything?
No, we were never in trees and shrubs, but we were also in bedding plants. Basically, the bedding plants we grew were all vegetable plants. Onions. We used to have over 200 flats of onions, seedlings, and we'd sell them 15 cents a dozen, 2 for a quarter. And then we would dig them out and wrap them. The same with cabbage. It was done the same way. Cabbage was 20 cents a dozen, and cauliflower was 25 cents a dozen.
Wow, that's something.
And we made a good living.
At that time. And that was like you say, late 40s.
That was the late 40s and in the 50s. And in the 50s, it slowly started to change.
Yeah. As things were brought in from outside.
Well, at that time, yes, produce was brought in from the States not by truck, but by railroad car. And they had their icing stations every so often where they would ice them up.
But this is, one of the really important things. I've been around gardening all my life. My mom was a great gardener. I used to think my mom loved to garden. We lived on a farm up in the Peace Country, and she had this huge garden. And they retired and went to Cologne, and I asked her one time, I said, "You must miss having a garden." She said, "My God, no." And I said, "But Mom, your garden was always so big." She said, "Peter, does 11 children mean anything to you?" And she was growing to feed us, and she had this huge garden. And so I look at you people and the Wallish Greenhouses, like you said, you can buy starter plants from just about anywhere in this gear for years. But this is, you grow what was meant to be grown here. You grow the brands and the type of plants that are Alberta grown and meant to survive in Alberta.
Right.
What's your favorite?
Cauliflower.
Is it really?
Yeah. Then after we moved off the place in the city, we moved out on the riverbank, and I always have to tell this story. Premier Manning had his farm down below, and he had a very nice farm, Mr. Manning. And Mr. Manning always used to look up to us, and we always looked down upon him.
I never knew that Premier Manning looked up to us. Neither did I know that people would scrap over fresh vegetables. I can think of a lot of things to fight over, but fresh vegetables has never been on that list. Thank you, Pete, for being a part of this, and thank you to all of you for taking the time to watch. From our family to yours, we wish you a joyful, healthy, and adventurous new year.